Hi and welcome to another reading for February 2024. This is a reading for Libra, but all astrological Libra placements can be valid for this reading, of course. I'm not an astrologer, so if you are just drawn to the title and you feel like this is a reading for you, then this can be also helpful. I'm not going to predict the future. I'm having a conversation with the cards and with you, and we will see if we can find a little more insight, a little more awareness, and we can maybe find a little more understanding of our situation. 10 of Cups, Libra. There's a 10 of Cups coming out for you, which is a beautiful thing. We do want to look at this from an angle of your situation, your perspective, not so much from a relationship situation. I will talk about relationships in the second part of the reading. So it seems like there is something fulfilling going on for you in February, or we can tap into an energy where we think about what is really totally fulfilling for us when it also comes to other people, maybe even stronger and more intimate partnerships, but in general just also sharing our emotional wealth, our emotional well-being with our surroundings and having a good time here. So this is how you're starting into this month, with a lot of emotional abundance. And I really love the card in this deck because it's such a card, such a illustration where it's really coming from out of ourselves. So these hands, they're holding this rose here, and it's really offering something to the world. So we're really also able to offer something to the world, which is really beautiful. Okay, so this can of course have to do with other people. With the 10 of Cups, it's often like a perfect picture or picture perfect type of family environment or chosen family environment. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Wow. Look at that. There's an ending and a beginning here emotionally. So it seems like it's all in once. Something is culminating where you're like, okay, I feel like I've arrived, and now I'm ready for a fresh start, for an emotionally new and fresh start. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow. This can of course be, I mean, this can really be a new love relationship, doesn't have to be, but this can be a new way of living life more fulfilling, or on a different emotional frequency or vibration when we think about how we want to show up in the world. Also, what do we want to offer? So with the Ace of Cups, there's a lot to offer to people. With the 10 of Cups, it seems like there's something you have to offer this month that is really priceless, I want to say, that has no price tag on it, because it's the cups. So there's a lot of love, a lot of deep emotions, a lot of fulfilling energy here going on, and it's an ending and a new beginning at the same time. It might just be a new cycle. It might just be something that is renewing itself, because this 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it doesn't even seem like something is ending, something is beginning. It's like a beautiful conclusion, because after the 10, the Ace is coming up. So wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm curious where this is going. King of Swords and the Justice card. Wow. So there's two cards that are connected to Libra and air energy. This can have to do with relationships, yes, and partnerships, and maybe contracts. So maybe you're starting something new and leaving something old, and it could be a contract. It could also be really a partnership with a person that is more on a rational level, happening on a rational level, even though there's a lot of emotions here. But because we're talking about relationships and partnerships in a second separately, I feel like this can also be something, a contract, or a decision that you're making that really feels right. And that at the same time is not only coming from the heart, but also really well thought through. So this is a really, really nice combination here. With the King of Swords, it could have to do with an air sign maybe, but another air sign, but it of course can be you. The King of Swords is connected to air energy and Libra energy. So we have these two swords. This is really based on the truth, on your personal truth, on the right decision to make also. And on logic and reason. So even though this is a really beautiful conclusion for Libra, because Libra often is in their heads about things, and then the heart and the head, they kind of don't go together. But in this sense and in this environment, it seems like head and heart really go well together. It's very, very beautiful, and you're doing the right thing. You're having good strategy, and you're ready to start a new journey emotionally. Yeah, maybe you're really signing a contract that feels right. Maybe you are having an emotional glance inside at a new partnership that could be promising and that feels also rational and right. Or a new start when it comes to love or romance, but doesn't have to be love or romance. So let's look at partnerships and relationships. Wow, this is beautiful, Libra. This is really nice. And you're really in your energy, you're really in your strength here with the Justice card, because you're showing up as yourself. So this is your card in the tarot. And of course, this is a very good card to show up here. And she's even weighing in this card, you see it really nicely. She's weighing out an apple and a rose, which is also interesting. Or is this a heart? No, I think it's an apple. So, and her eyes are blindfolded, so she's really listening to herself and her own judgment, and not so much to the outside world. And she's making a really rational, smart decision here. This is really nice. All right. Okay, this other person. There's another person in the picture. And the Two of Cups came out. Wow, okay. A Four of Swords and a Two of Cups. This can be a romantic thing, of course. There's a person who has a lot of love for you, or more people, you know, it doesn't have to be just one person. But at the same time, they also need to reflect and take time to withdraw and think and relax, I also want to say, and meditate, and maybe even come up with solutions. But there is a Two of Cups here. I mean, a Two of Cups is obviously a strong indicator that there's somebody having a lot of open emotions towards us. When this is not a love and romantic situation, then it can also be people surrounding you that you're really close with. Ten of Cups, that could be environments where you feel really seen, heard, loved, and there might be a lot of people, you know, it feels like a lot of people here are really offering you that cup, seeing you, expressing to you their support, their emotional support, but at the same time they also have they need to set their boundaries, and there might be people who are just busy and need to withdraw a little bit. So the love is still here for you, but there might be times where they just mentally need to recharge, and that's the Four of Swords. Maybe people surrounding you who have a lot of love for you are finding their spiritual side. This can also be. The Emperor came out for you, but I put it back in. So you're also trying to be in control of a situation, in control of yourself. Maybe you also have a lot to do. The Emperor tends to be very busy and has a lot of decisions to make. 7 of Swords on your side. Okay. Maybe there is a connection, a specific connection, it seems like, where you are really holding back and you're trying to not show too much because you're kind of unsure. This could be, I mean, 7 of Swords is definitely a thing where we don't tell the whole story. It doesn't mean that we are lying necessarily. It doesn't mean that we are deceptive, but it could be like a strategy, especially with the King of Swords here, to get a short-term success for yourself or a short-term conclusion by not telling the whole story or not being super transparent, I want to say. It's also maybe trying to gain something from a situation here. And it might, it has a lot to do with strategies. Here with the 7 of Swords in this deck, you see it very well. It's like the fox trying to find the strategy how to steal one of those chickens. So it is, maybe you want something from that person, but by not showing the whole picture or everything and not communicating everything, maybe you're thinking strategic and long-term, strategic short-term, I'm sorry, with the 7 of Swords. Maybe this is the better way to go right now, to be a little, to stay a little hidden. It could be, especially with people where you feel like they withdraw. With the 4 of Swords, that could very well be a thing. You might not see how much actually they feel for you or they have to give you, how much love there is. You might just stay a little reserved here, which is, I guess, understandable. Son of Wands. I mean, this is fun. And literally, I think you should, either way, just have fun with people right now. Just express yourself, have a good time, maybe go out, maybe be in environments where there is a lot of action going on, where there's a lot of creativity going on. The Son of Wands was coming out so much in the February readings, and it's such a amazing, such an amazing card. Here in this deck, I just love the illustration here. It's such a playful, open, creative card where you can really explore connections, explore each other, where you can maybe play a little. And yes, of course, the 7 of Swords is a little bit of a player energy, and maybe you need a little bit of a light-hearted player energy right now with certain people. And maybe this is a new way to go, to just be more playful in love, which doesn't mean play people and be deceptive and lie to them. It just means like, let's not be so heavy about it. Let's not be so life and death about it. You know, let's just bring in a little bit more of a light-hearted energy. And there is a lot of light-hearted energy with, I mean, with this 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, this is very, very, very beautiful, like really coming from the heart. And that's why I don't think that the 7 of Swords here is such a negative energy. It's probably more like, how can I get what I want right now, and how can I find strategies to move forward, and how can I maybe not take things too seriously and stay in a more loving and connected energy, and not stand in this heaviness of morale or something, you know, because the Libra, I mean, the Libra card is here. Don't worry, you're doing the right thing. You're being fair. You're not, you know, you're not doing anything that's wrong per se, I think. So yeah, I just want to pull one more card, because this is actually a really beautiful reading. So there is people, and there is maybe as one specific person that has a lot of love for you, and I think this is and really sees you as a deeper soul connection. And this is the people you can have fun with. If it's not just one person, but more people, this is the person you can really have fun with, have a good time with, feel free with, and they feel the same. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of movement, a lot of upbeat energy here in the Son of Wands card, and there's a lot of attraction. And even though this person or one particular person might take their time to rethink, to meditate, to ground their thoughts, the love is still here, you know. Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah, it seems like there could be a person or another party coming out of a situation where they feel trapped, through maybe even taking the time to really look deeper into themselves and find more answers. Also, let the answers come to them. The Four of Swords is more like a card where the answers come to us. I like to compare it to this David Lynch quote where he's saying it's like art is like fishing, ideas is like fishing, you know. He's meditating a lot, so it's like ideas often come to you. It's not so much that you grab them, it's more, or you look for them. It's sometimes it's just as an artist especially, I feel it's the same way. Sometimes they just come and you're like, oh wow, where is this coming from? You know, and I have it a lot too with meditating. So maybe this person, even through meditating, through feeling deeper within themselves, maybe starts realizing how much love they actually have for you. This could also be, you know. And maybe they're freeing themselves also mentally and spiritually and gaining a different perspective. So I would really let things happen and think more in the moment than just too long-term or too serious in February, especially because we have no coins here. So it is not a month of really manifesting in the physical realm. It's really more about feeling it and gaining ideas and having a good time. Just have a good time, Libra. Okay, let's see what the art oracle cards have to say. Okay, Buckminster Fuller. That's artists, cards of different artists and quotes. So you can look him up if you're interested. He's saying, live to serve, serve to solve. As I said, I feel like there's a lot you can offer this month to people. On an emotional level, King of Swords, solving problems as well. So this is actually perfect. Yeah, you're finding maybe a new inspiration in your work where you really feel like what I'm doing is of value for other people, and I can really also share solutions and help people solve problems, maybe even, or solve my own problems, you know. Invent the words by which you live your life. Ooh, I love it. So, okay, maybe writing is a thing, and being innovative with ideas is what I already said, concerning more this outside energy, but maybe you get some inspiration from the outside to really think about language also, because language is really such a profound thing when it comes to healing, to manifestation, to all these things, because the way you talk to yourself, first of all, is super important. The way you talk to others, of course, is super important. What you say and what you don't say is super important. Sometimes what you don't say, it's like chess, you know, it's not the notes you play, it's the notes you don't play. And sometimes it's the words you don't say that really save the day. Okay, I should really start writing this down and making a calendar with those silly euphemisms. Okay, and then we have great heights are the best seen from your lowest point. Okay, so even though there might not, you might not be where you want to be right now, it's still, there's a lot of imagining going on this month, I think, and a lot of hope. The Ace of Cups is also a lot of hope and a lot of also clear insight. This is not just like a fantasy where you're in. This is a very rational way of going towards things. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. Please check out the description box. And if you're interested in my art or in the music I'm also making a little bit, then you can also find that on my website, and you find all of the information in the description box. Please follow my social media and this channel, of course, and I hope you come back next time. And until then, yeah, have a good one. Bye.